Lagos State government pledges to encourage sustainable investment, infrastructure development, industrial growth pillars. Nigerian Navy warns oil thieves, others to cease activities. Pledges to deal with economic saboteurs. On the foreign scene, Romanian President Klaus Iohannis resigns ahead election rerun. And in sport, Ikorodu City FC unveils 12 new players. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Lagos State government has expressed its commitment to creating an enabling business environment that encourages sustainable investment, infrastructure development, and industrial growth pillars that are essential to achieving the objectives outlined in the Teams Plus developmental agenda. Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment for Lashade Ambrose Medebem stated this during the Lagos State Industrial Policy Consultation Assembly and Validation Workshop. Ambrose explained that the validation of the Lagos State Industrial Policy 2025 to 2030 is a defining moment for the state, one that signals its readiness to elevate Lagos into a hub of industrial excellence where businesses can thrive, investments can flourish, and job creation can be maximized.
That the Lagos State Industrial Policy 2025 to 2030 represents a bold and transformative vision, one that positions Lagos as Africa's premier industrial economic powerhouse. It is a roadmap, it is a strategic commitment to fostering sustainable growth, global competitiveness, and inclusive economic development. Our discussions reaffirm industrialization is not simply about economic expansion. It is about resilience, sustainability, and shared prosperity.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Oluwemiga Aino, highlighted the importance of the industrial policy to the upgrade and sustainability of micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, in the state.
We are going to organize them, train them, also look at some of the caveats that's been preventing them from performing. So one of the strong pillars of this new policy is that we want to ensure that the MSME sector scales up. Not just a lot of them staying there, but they must be able to do what they're supposed to do and export a lot of their.
In his keynote address, guest lecturer, National Program Officer, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, Ruben Bamidele, commended Lagos State's commitment to policy-driven industrialization, emphasizing that a robust framework aligned with international standards will foster inclusive growth, attract investment, and enhance industrial productivity. Highlighting UNIDO's commitment to industrial development in Nigeria, he called for strategic public-private partnerships, climate-conscious manufacturing, and digital transformation as key drivers of economic prosperity. Since inception, the Lagos State Industrial Policy has undergone major changes from 1987 to 1988, 2017 to 2022, and 2025 to 2030, with the current policy featuring key pillars such as creation of inclusion for MSMEs, access to non-collateralized loans, investment promotion, economic zones and industrial park development, infrastructural development, promotion of entrepreneurship for women and people with disabilities, technology development, among others. The Lagos State House of Assembly has urged Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to ensure swift implementation of streetlight projects, expedite action in awarding streetlight contracts, and ensure that all streetlights across Lagos are operational as provided for in the 2025 budget. The House made the call at plenary as lawmaker representing Ajeromi Constituency 1, Saad Olumo, raised a motion on the matters of urgent public importance, calling for a review of the Light Up Lagos project. Olumo lamented the widespread darkness on Lagos roads, pointing out that many streetlights were non-functional despite the 24 billion naira allocated for the project in the 2025 budget. Other lawmakers in their contributions highlighted rising security threats across their constituencies, stressing that inadequate infrastructure negatively impacts economic activities. The lawmakers also said miscreants hide under the darkness to deface Lagos. Speaker Mojisola Miranda emphasized the importance of the Light Up Lagos initiative, stating that streetlights are crucial to curbing insecurity across the state. Miranda urged Lagosians to improve on their maintenance culture and not wait until infrastructure gets to deplorable conditions before speaking out.
Light Up Lagos is very important, it's very essential to us because that's the only way to reduce and curb insecurity as well. When everywhere is well heated up, you know who is approaching you, who wants to attack you. That's standard, and I think that's the way it should be. I think it is also mandatory for us to sensitize the local government that any road contract given out, street lights should be part of it. It should work together in order for them to do it together and not to start cutting or start breaking anything again after fixing the road.
Our correspondent Abiola Fagbolagun reports that the House thereafter constituted a 7-man ad hoc committee to investigate the 2024 budgetary performance of the Light Up Lagos project. And now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Navy has warned oil thieves and other criminal elements to cease their activities, saying it is prepared to deal decisively with economic saboteurs. Commander of NNS Jubilee, Abubakar Umar, gave the warning as the Navy arrested 9 suspected oil thieves in Akwa Ibom State at a wellhead located approximately 26 nautical miles offshore. Umar assured Nigerians that the suspects will undergo thorough investigations and, if found guilty, will face the full force of the law. The arrest was part of the achievements of Operation Delta Sanity 2, launched by the Chief of Naval Staff, Emmanuel Ogala, on December 30, 2024. The operation was aimed at combating crude oil theft, illegal bunkering, pipeline vandalism, and other maritime crimes in the eastern flank of Nigeria's territorial waters. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has described the passing of Access Holdings Group Managing Director Herbert Wigwe as a profound loss to the state. Speaking at the first-year memorial service in honor of Wigwe, his wife Doreen and son Chizzy, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the state has felt his absence very strongly since his passing in the last 1 year. He said there are projects that would have been delivered faster if Wigwe was alive, noting that across the states there are projects with Herbert Wigwe's footprint. Now to foreign news. Romania's President Klaus Iohannis has resigned following pressure for him to step down ahead of a rerun of a presidential election that was controversially cancelled last year. The December vote was voided by Romania's top court after allegations of Russian state meddling. The outgoing Iohannis, a pro-EU liberal, said he would stay in office until a successor was elected in May, but that had been strongly criticized by far-right politicians and their supporters, who had performed well in the first round of the vote in December. Their criticism had inspired tens of thousands of Romanians to take to the streets last month in protest against the election's cancellation. Opposition lawmakers had launched a motion in Parliament again on Monday to move for the president's suspension. In response, Iohannis said he would step down in a bid to limit what he said would have been a damaging and divisive referendum for the country. Anyway, from all that, now sports. Nigeria Premier Football League side Ikorodu City FC has unveiled 12 new players to bolster the team for the remainder of the league season. The unveiling ceremony was held at the club secretariat at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Lagos. Its director of media and communications, Samuel Bamshebi, said the move to engage more players was in response to emerging needs of the team. The new players are Wisdom Ubani, Manasseh Gideon, Oladimeji Dada, Victor Ejuka, Nasiru Suleiman, Pere Anderson, and Sunday Raimi. And that's all for the news at 4. Do not drive without a valid driver's license. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered 600 women with ingenious business ideas to the tune of 4 billion naira through the Lagos State Employment Lagos State Employment Fund W initiative? You can get more details on the Lagos State government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State government has expressed its commitment to creating an enabling business environment that encourages sustainable investment, infrastructure development, and industrial growth pillars that are essential to achieving the objectives outlined in the Themes Plus developmental agenda. The Nigerian Navy has warned oil thieves and other criminal elements to cease their activities, saying it is prepared to deal decisively with economic saboteurs. We also told you that Romania's President Klaus Iohannis has resigned following pressure for him to step down ahead of a rerun of a presidential election that was controversially cancelled last year. And in sports, Nigeria Premier Football League side Ikorodu FC has unveiled 12 new players to bolster the team for the remainder of the league season. For our contacts with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.